My Sims 4 mods folder has gotten a little bit out of hand. Not that I'm complaining, because I absolutely love all these mods. So today I'm going to share them all with you. As you can see, I have a custom CAS screen. Normally I turn my CAS screen off when I record YouTube videos because I've noticed you guys prefer it if I play the game vanilla without mods, which I find really interesting. But anyway, normally I use the Sims 2 CAS screen, but I wanted to switch it up and I got this one instead. Another thing you guys always ask me is how I have multiple columns in CAS. Well, that's another mod, probably like the most useful mod for create a sim mode. I also have a little bit of CAS CC. I try not to have too much. I feel like most people, they have so much CAS CC, but I'm sorry, it probably looks very unaesthetic, not aesthetic, me playing with Shanice. Showing off CAS with Shanice, I'm sorry. Normally, I don't like to have too much because I do have all of the packs. I'm not saying that because I'm bragging. I'm just saying like it's a lot of stuff and I just can't deal with it. I prefer to just keep it a little bit small. So I have a lot of stuff from Quirky Introvert, which is what I'm showing here. All of the male hairs are by Johnny Sims or Johnny Simmer on CurseForge, I believe. The only creator who does like men's hairs for the Sims 4. That's why I use it, because I think it's really good. In terms of my actual CAS, I genuinely do not have that much at all. Again, I just don't like to have that much. I'm VK is the creator I normally go for just to chuck a few random things in. Most of her stuff I think is really, really nice. As well as her stuff, I have stuff from the creator Newcrest, who I discovered for a video once, who is really good. And the reason why I like Newcrest is because of their men's stuff. Most CC creators don't really do that much for male Sims, and this creator has done quite a few things, especially like the tracksuits and things. I just really like them. I think they look really, really good. There's even one with like a fake Adidas logo on it. Probably my favorite one in the game. It's so cool. You can also get like a bum bag, which I just honestly, I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, another thing that you can see in CAS that I have is all of these different traits. Like I literally have so many different traits on here. It's insane. This is the 100 base game traits mod, which adds like so many different traits. Is insane. Like you can really customize your Sim's personality. It makes me wish we had more trait slots. A gentle person, for example, somebody who's very sweet and doesn't get angry very often. Somebody who's very impulsive. Somebody who's very serious, which is supposed to be the opposite of goofball, meaning that they're not very jokey. We've got a sensitive person, avoidant. We've got things like boring, a creepy person, a self-conscious person. Like there's so many different ones. And another one that I have is the lifetime aspirations mod, which totally changes every single lifetime aspiration. It's pretty insane. It comes with an aspiration for basically every single pack, including aspirations for packs that previously didn't have aspirations, which just makes the game a lot more interesting in my personal opinion, because it actually makes your packs feel like they have a bit more of a goal, and it changes up all of the aspirations so that they don't really feel like tutorials. So if you're bored of like the tutorial-y nature of the previous aspirations, then this makes them a lot better. And I have a ton of gameplay mods installed. It's pretty insane. But as an overview of build mode, I have quite a bit of build stuff. One creator I really like, who I speak a lot about before, is Max20. He literally does like a ton of stuff for a wide variety of different rooms, a wide variety of different reasons. Like I've said before, he's 100% my favorite custom content creator because all of the stuff he does is just like really high quality, and it all looks like ridiculously Maxis match. Like if you download his stuff, you're basically getting an expansion pack's worth of build stuff for free. Another one I use is MCCC. Honestly, I don't use his stuff that much. I've been using it lately. I've been trying to get back into it because he's one of those creators that does like separate detached things, like a bed detached from the mattress, and like it's just so confusing for me. I don't like it detached, and you have to find like which things match with which. I do find it a little bit confusing, to be be honest, but I think his stuff looks really nice. Again, it's very much Max's matchy looking. A notable one I've got is the vibrating heart bed custom content, which I really like. Also comes with the doghouse, so we don't have those in the Sims 4 base game. Or he's done like a revamp of the woodworking table to make it look a lot nicer. We've got a functional dog bath, which I just think is like 2 functional dog baths, which is really cool. Honestly, like tons of random stuff. These are 2 creators that I go to a lot for build mode, and I try not to have too much because I just feel like if you add too much then it just gets a little bit overwhelming and you can't really like see every single thing that you're looking at, whereas if you just use like a little bit, it's fine. I also recently downloaded a CC pack that was called Fairylicious. This one is actually a kid's bedroom set which is themed around like literal fairies. We don't really have like much kids bedroom stuff in The Sims 4, so that's why I got that one too, and I think it looks really nice. So obviously gameplay is the most important thing. The first gameplay mod I have is called Balance Life. Now this is one of those mods that, like, it doesn't do anything specific that you can really see. It's more like a vanilla overhaul for the game, which makes it feel a lot better. For example, the mod affects weight gain and weight loss and like weight control in general to make it a lot more realistic, because I don't know about anybody else, but whenever I play a long legacy, my Sims just like get like fat over time for basically no reason, and the game fixes that. The mod also affects skill gain rate, so elders learn skills slower than a normal young adult would, because that's what it would be like in real life, which I think is quite realistic. It's also made it so Sims will autonomously interact with Sims of the same age as you rather than Sims of different age. So a teen Sim, for example, will more likely autonomously interact with another teen Sim. Shanice, you took all of that trash and just like chucked it out the bin. What do you think you're doing? If you own the Parenthood pack, it affects Parenthood values. It changes the way needs decay, so they're a lot more realistic. It changes fame if you have Get Famous. Like, everything is affected, and it just makes it feel a lot more realistic. The next 2 mods I have are Bug Life and Bird Life, and this basically adds bugs and birds to your lot that you're on, whether it's your home lot or another lot in another world. I did a video covering this mod recently, so I'll pop it on screen of how it looks, but it basically just makes your world feel a little bit more alive by adding bug spawners everywhere, not just in the outdoor retreat world. And it also just makes random birds show up, like they can perch on tables. Like, it's very realistic. Again, it just makes it feel a lot more alive. I also have the Sims Link mod, which is again by the same creator, Lot51, which I'll put on screen, and this is basically incredible. It comes with a Wi-Fi system, which sounds boring and annoying, but it's actually really fun the way it's implemented. It also comes with a live career, which involves going to people's houses and installing Wi-Fi for them. It's just like a really random mod, but I just find it so fun. If you did watch that video, you'll also know I have this Sim online store mod installed as well. This one basically just adds online shopping to your game with stuff from all different packs, including things you couldn't ordinarily get from build mode, and I just really like the ability to buy certain things from this online store. That's why I got it. Another kind of mod that I have is SM Bills and SM Bank. This mod allows every single Sim in the household to have their own separate bank account. I normally have the 2 parents of the household share a banking account, and then if I have a teen Sim, I also have them open a standard bank account for themselves. And that way, if your teen Sim has a job, you can actually get their salary paid into their bank account, so when they move out, you can use that money as their starting funds, and it's a lot more realistic. Also, if I have a child Sim, I normally open a savings account for them, and it actually earns an interest. So you can see it says 1% weekly interest, which is cool. I just feel like it makes managing money a lot more fun and realistic in the game, but I mainly like to use it just for like teen Sims and child Sims, so they can have savings if you're doing like a legacy gameplay. The mod also comes with a bills overhaul, so this is where you can actually actually install home services, for example, an internet package, cable TV, because if you don't buy it, you can't use it. Right now, I only have basics, so that's just like power, water, and garbage. So I have to actually get premium if I want to get everything. You can even like individually customize it as well. It's very cool. It also links to SM Bank, so you can actually pay bills with your SM Bank account. You also have government benefits like child support. But in order to get child support, like I would have to get one of the parents to move out, which is really cool. You can get alimony benefits. You can apply for certain kind of benefits if you live in like a poorer house, which I think is really cool. Like it's just such a good mod. Another mod by the same creator is the Realistic Real Estate mod. Now this is for rent, but even more detailed and even better. You can own multiple properties and you can either keep them as like a side vacation home or you can rent them out. If you want to purchase a house, you don't just buy it from the map screen. You actually have to go into like a bidding war with other Sims if they sell their property. Like it's so in depth. Definitely much better than for rent, and it works. You actually get paid as a landlord with the Realistic Real Estate mod, and in the for rent pack you don't get paid, so that's always a bonus. Another Sim Realist mod I have is the lawn mowing mod. It's not called the lawn mowing mod. I forgot what it's called, but I'll pull it on the screen. This mod basically makes it so that your Sim mows the lawn. It's a very small thing, but I just really enjoy it. If you like doing like normal boring chores in The Sims 4, I just think it's a fun thing to do, just to have your Sim mow their lawn. I think it's quite interesting. It also comes with a laundry overhaul, although I don't really do laundry that much in The Sims 4. I normally avoid having washing machines and things, but it also comes with like ironing, which is like an added step to washing, drying, then you do the ironing on top of that, which is cool. Another mod that I have by Sim Realist is FlowFit, and this one basically comes with brand new fitness equipment that we've never seen before. Obviously, you know what a treadmill is, but we've also got this thing here. I have no idea what this actually is, what it's called, but your Sim can use it, and as you can see, like the animations are done. We've got a rowing machine as well, which is really cool. We've also got an exercise bike, which again just makes, I don't know, it just feel like it makes gyms in the game feel a lot more realistic. The next mod I have is the Simda dating app mod. This allows you to do online dating. This is one of my favorite mods for just like meeting new Sims. If you're playing as like a single person household or something and you want your Sim to go on a date, I just feel like it's very, very unrealistic that The Sims 4 doesn't really have like dating, especially seeing that like it's such a modern thing. Like even The Sims 2 had like not online dating because the internet didn't exist back then, but a similar thing. The Sims 3 had it. Why doesn't The Sims 4 have it? So this mod is absolutely insane. I love it. And you can even have hookups. In fact, LittleMsSam, who does that mod, I have got a ton of her mods. She basically does mods that like fix certain things about the game, and I normally just like to pick and choose some of them, like sleep all night. This one makes it so your Sims will sleep all night and not wake up in the middle of the night. If you have parenthood, you can give your kids chores via the bulletin board. You can get live-in services. Like she has so many mods. I don't normally download all of them straight away. It's like if I notice there's something wrong about The Sims 4 or something annoying, I look on her website and she's normally got something that helps to fix what my problem is. Like she's basically the ultimate bug fix mod creator. She fixes all of the bugs. Another LittleMsSam one I've spoken about a few times before is the social activities mod. So the phone menu just has all these different things and you can go off and do something here. If you have toddlers, you can do toddler activities, other fun activities, and these often affect your skill gain, but it also affects your needs in your moodlet, which is cool. Another mod by LittleMsSam, which I really, really love, is her calendar mods. So she has one calendar mod where you can add a holiday, and it's literally just called school holidays. So if you name the mod school holiday, and then you can add the mods. So if you want to have your Sims have like a day off, that's completely fine. Also, she's got another mod which I thought I had installed, but I don't. Oopsie daisy. The mod is called More Holiday Icons. I was looking for it and I couldn't even, I usually have this mod installed, but I forgot. Basically, it adds tons, literally hundreds of new icons. So if you want more than all these default ones, you can have them. She's also added the activities for toddlers thing as well. And she's added circus. Like she actually adds a lot of these new traditions, which I just think is really cool. Another thing she's done is if you own high school years, she's turned off going to prom and doing your final exams every single week, because obviously if you have a teen Sim, it's very unrealistic realistic that they have prom every single week. So she's basically turned that off. And then if you want to turn proms on, you can. I just really like that mod that she did. I basically just love like all of her mods. Next up, we have the Lot Traits mod. Now, this mod is made by the same person who did the 100 plus base game traits. So we have the advanced lot trait. So if you're making a modern home, it affects like your Sims Moodlets. We have an airless home. This means it's easier to get dazed and have energy decay. So if you've got no windows or ventilation, always jog. Sims will always jog, whether it's indoor or outdoor. So if you're making a community lot with like a running park, you can do that. We've got boring. So I don't know, maybe you want to make a church. Churches are pretty boring. Or you could add this to like a museum. I just think it'd be really cool. Comfortable, so it's like relaxing. Cramped, so if there's a lot of clutter, like there's loads of different ones. Also, the best thing is obviously you can only have up to 3 lot traits. Well, if you want more, she's actually added the same ones to lot challenges. So if you want more than 3, you can literally add all of the other ones as like lot challenges, which keep them as like lot traits. But so they're not like negative, obviously, they're positive, but it just allows you to have more, which is cool. Now, the next mod I have is called Less Intrusive Sims. Guys, this one is a must. So you know how going to community lots in The Sims 4 is absolute hell? If you try and go on a date, for example, other Sims will intrude your conversation. Sims will get up and start just randomly talking to other random Sims for literally no reason. This mod basically calms everything down. It doesn't prevent these things from happening totally. It more so just makes it much less likely to happen. So you're less likely to be interrupted when you go out and about with your Sims, but there's still a chance because I guess it could happen in real life. So I just feel like it makes it a lot more realistic that way, and it makes going to community lots feel a lot more bearable. Now, Moodlets in The Sims 4 a little bit boring, a little bit samey. I don't really like them. So I have a mod that's literally just called Mood Pack, and this one adds tons of new moods for your Sims. These could be moodlets like feeling excited, feeling shocked, feeling insecure, suspicious, jealous, relieved. It contains a lot more moodlets. Like if you want your Sims to just have a little bit more personality, I think it makes them a lot more interesting. I used to use all the time the Meaningful Stories mod, which is extremely good because basically makes the base game moodlets feel a lot more meaningful. So this is the one that I normally like to use, but to change it up, I decided to opt for this one, which I'm enjoying. It's not as like in depth. It's more like quantity over quality, but I just think it's fun. Now, another mod that I have is called Remove Notifications, Calls, Visits, etc. Very weird mod name. If you own certain packs, especially a large number of packs, you'll notice you'll get a lot of wall notifications. So you'll be notified of the thrift store every single day, the bubble tea shop if you're in high school years. If you own City Living, you get notified of the festivals. Snowy Escape, you get notified of festivals. Like it's very, very annoying. There's so many notifications. As well as removing all of these annoying notifications, the mod also removes like random calls. You know when your Sim gets a call from like a random Sim for literally no reason and it's just so annoying? The mod completely removes that because I just feel like it breaks the immersion of the game. It also removes random annoying visits from Sims that you don't really know as well. It removes a lot of annoying things that get in the way of your gameplay. The next mod that I have is searchable interactions. So if you click on a Sim, you just type in the interaction you're looking for and it comes up. It's very, very useful because it's just so much better than just having to look through this menu and try to find what you're looking for. Like it's very, very annoying. So instead you can just type in a word and things will come up. Another mod that I have is MC Command Center. Now this mod, what does it do? Oh my god, this mod basically does everything. It basically is a mod that allows you to control your game in any way that you like. So you can cheat seasons, world time, change lot details, active household cheats. If you click on an individual Sim, you can change their characteristics, their wardrobe, if they're pregnant or not. You can edit their relationship, memberships. You can turn on auto paying bills, very specifically affect age span durations. You can change their career to anything that you like. You can affect their Moodlets, their character values, different expansion pack cheats. Like, it's basically like the ultimate cheat mod. If there's literally anything you think like, oh, I wish I could do, or I wish I could have in The Sims 4, this mod probably brings it. Also, the best thing is you can actually, because there's like so many settings, like it's literally so intense the amount of stuff you can do. You can actually import settings that come from somebody else. So somebody else can make settings and you can basically put those settings into your game. So in your mods folder, if you install MC Command Center, there's a file, a notepad file called mcsettings.cfg, and you double click on it and it's basically got all the settings related to MC Command Center. Now you can actually download somebody's settings that they've put online and basically copy and paste it into here. Obviously do it with your game off and then restart it. But when you do that, you can basically import somebody else's settings. Pleasant Sims has a really good one that she's done for rotational gameplay. Also, if you Google it, like there's plenty of YouTube videos as well that show you all the different things that you can do. Like, it's pretty in depth. So the next mods that I have for you are job mods. So I have a mod called the Teen Jobs Collection. So we've got a barber, a ballet dancer, a camp counselor, a dog walker, like a librarian, like tons of random things. For adults as well, I've actually got some custom careers by the same creator. There's two mods, a full-time career one, and we've got a part-time career one. Now, these are actually careers that were from The Sims 1, The Sims 2, and The Sims 3 imported into The Sims 4, which I think is really, really cool. And again, we've also got some like random part-time careers as well that you can have in your game, which I just feel like makes it feel a little bit more realistic. In terms of miscellaneous mods, you always need to have XML injector in your game. If you have any mods, like you must have XML injector. It basically makes sure that all of the mods that you have work properly. I also have a mod called Better Exceptions, which is a mod that tells you which mods are broken, if you have any broken mods, which is very useful. I wouldn't say I have that many mods compared to a lot of people, but my mod list has changed a lot over time. So I thought I'd just share with you what mods I currently use now and how they make my game feel a lot better. The mods that I use change a lot over time depending on how I play, but if you want to see my favorite mods of all time, I will pop a link here. I'll also put a link to some of my favorite CC if you want to see that. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.